the witching hour again, all you little chickadees out there listening on your AM radio or possibly your ham radio. If you're old school, you smell that faint whiff of ozone in the air. That's excitement. I can't tell if it's your excitement for this show or if it's our excitement for the movies that we're breaking down right now. Stay tuned. Let's introduce our panel right now. APL, go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up? I'm APL Fisher.
Yeah.
On the Respawn team.
Transition's getting a little, just more and more sudden, huh?
Yeah, and more guttural.
I'm going to start snapping into Wolfman during the day, just where it's like, hey, APL, how you doing? Yeah. Let's eat some. It's lunchtime, APL. Where do you want to eat?
Yeah,
where do you want to eat, man?
Subway?
Schizophrenic. James.
I'm James Shaughnessy.
What do you do around these parts?
Yeah. I'm a senior producer of custom content, basically.
Let's just put it this way, listeners. James assembled that fucking twisted post roll where I'm petting myself as a giant black-eyed baby.
I love that.
That's this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
well done, sir. Well done.
I don't know if you noticed either, but we softened his skin. In actuality, it's like fucking leather. It's sandpaper.
Yeah. And then down here.
And I'm Rob Jones. I'm the Vice President of Gaming Programming. So
Boss Man. Yeah. Boss Man. Stranger109 on Twitter.
Yep. That's right.
There we go.
Yep.
All right, so I thought we would try something a little different today. Usually we're just shooting the shit about current events. Today I thought, since we have such esteemed movie dorks on our panel, that we would talk about the flicks we're excited for this fall and maybe into 2013, whatever's coming up. This is the movie Nerdgasm episode of Radio Respawn, yeah?
Yeah.
So what we did before the show is we sent an email around and asked everyone to put down what they're excited for, and then Mondo, our producer, compiled this list, and we're now going to break it down. So I don't have who put what, so we'll just go down the list, starting at the top. I just watched this trailer due to your guys' lists. The Master. Was this you? I think this was you, James.
Yeah, it's had you written all over, James.
All right, so sum up what you know about The Master. Because the trailer left me...
It's not about Scientology, but it is definitely about Scientology.
That's what I thought.
And
okay.
and so they basically had to back off from that, though, saying overtly that it was about Scientology because they were getting lawsuits and the production kept having problems that they couldn't speak about.
Oh.
Wow. And then an angel investor came in and brought up the project, and it's P.T. Anderson. I don't know if you guys like P.T. Anderson.
Yeah.
I think he's probably the greatest director of our generation.
Magnolia.
But no big deal, right?
But no big deal.
And we're not stupid if we don't like him.
We don't. Yeah, right.
No, I mean you're fucking morons. No. I mean
James doesn't judge.
Yeah. No. I mean, so it's a really prestigious project, but it's one that I think is worth being prestigious. There's a lot of projects that claim to be, but this is something that's gonna be interesting.
Okay, so the synopsis here says a charismatic intellectual.
Right.
That's L. Ron Hubbard.
That's L. Ron.
Okay.
Right.
Played by Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yes.
And who is Phoenix in the Scientology?
Yeah.
So I don't know from the Scientology history, but I have always wondered, how do you make a cult? And I think it's really up to that first guy you get.
Yeah.
If you can convince one motherfucker out there that you're God, you're good. You're on your way to a cult. Okay. And so I think it's about that story. Once you can convince that first guy.
Okay, next up, we got Stolen. You're welcome. I put this on the list.
Okay, yeah, this one I'm...
Nicolas Cage. I was hoping someone would get Nick Cage film in there.
Yeah, let me sum it up. It's Taken, but instead of Liam Neeson, it's Nicolas Cage. Should we just move on?
What a pitch. What a pitch. You sold me.
I don't think that needs any fucking explanation.
No. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, next movie. Looper.
Yes, this one.
So this is.
I saw this on Rob's list.
So this is a takeoff of playing around with time travel. The idea is that time travel is invented, but then it's outlawed. But only a certain number of people can actually use it, and people that are able to use it are these assassins called loopers. So you can actually go back in time and kill the person before they're not so much that they ever existed, but like kill them when they were younger. So, and then the flip is what basically happens is that he goes to kill this guy, and the guy escapes before he can kill him, which is I guess the number one rule. It turns out the guy is himself in the future, and so played by Bruce Willis. So you have Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who actually had, when you look at the trailer, he kind of had like some sort of CG thing, makes him look like a younger Bruce Willis.
Yeah, they did. There was behind the scenes at the last movie I went to, and it was crazy how they did the makeup to make him look like a young
Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
but then she's basically chasing Bruce Willis apparently through time to try and take him down, but he doesn't realize that it's himself.
I think he knows.
Does he know? Okay,
I don't know. In the trailer, it almost looks like he knows off the bat. I don't know. Maybe he finds out later. I don't know what.
At some point, I think
he
does
figures
realize.
it out.
So, and they show that
Yeah.
in the trailer.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
talked to this guy. So this director, James, you're a film buff. This is the dude who did Brick.
Brick. Yeah, which is great. Like,
Who's
total-
like, yeah. Should we talk? Let's talk like we're in Brick for like 10 seconds. Can you guys pull that off? I'll be like, swinging the C cup of G, eh? Down low.
Yeah.
That's how the whole movie of Brick sounds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
it's like
never
a
seen Brick,
hard-boiled
to be
novel.
honest, so I don't know.
Speaking into the gold mica. Yeah.
Yeah.
Audio's coming in, waving hot.
Really? That's
You just have to use like weird adjectives and slang. I don't know. That was fucking shitty. That was terrible. That was terrible Brick speak. Yeah. So here's what I'm curious about this movie. What happens when and if you
Right.
plug yourself?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think you slowly,
vanish.
you slowly
vanish.
disappear like Michael J. Fox in
Yeah, is that it? It's the Back to the Future theory.
You explode in
Fuck
blood
string
and gore.
theory. We're talking the Polaroid.
That's a cool idea.
Theory. All right,
look of it.
Looper. I'm into it. We've got 7 Psychopaths, which I hadn't watched this trailer until I saw it on your list. As soon as it showed Walken, I'm like, yep, done.
Well, it's Sam
You got my
Rockwell.
money.
You got Walken.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it looked awesome, but
the
they had
cast
me at
is there.
Walken.
But
Yeah.
it's also Martin McDonagh is like a kind of sick theater genius director, and he actually punched Sean Connery in the face.
Wow.
At the award show for his first play that he did. He's an Irish guy. Sean and him and his brother were real. As far as I understand the story, him and his brother were really fucking drunk. They walk into the award show. They're being loud and rowdy and being disrespectful. Sean Connery, thinking of Her Majesty's honor, stands up and says, "Would you please?" I can't. Oh my God, there's Nixon. Would you please? I just went right to Nixon. He's my default impression anyway. But he stood up, tried to settle him down, and McDonagh punched him in the face. Punched Sean Connery in the face. Gave him a bloody nose. So that's this is a rowdy, crazy motherfucker.
Yeah,
Wow.
I would say.
All right, so let's read the synopsis here. 7 Psychopaths. Well, actually, I watched the trailer. I'll just sum it up even shorter. It looks like there's a small crew of dog kidnappers that kidnap the wrong man's dog. Looks
Right.
like some type of gangster or mobster's dog.
Yeah.
And then it's a big sticky mess
Yeah.
trying to not be killed by
Yeah.
the angry mobster and get his dog maybe back to him at some point. It looked
Well,
like
so
they might be
it's along
trying
those
that.
lines of any of those like dark black comedies, like Big Lebowski. Or,
Dark black comedies are
The dark-
really
yeah.
Yeah.
Really dark.
Super,
that's like
super
yeah,
dark.
that's like Schindler's List.
It's yeah.
Although I
It's
think
a
that was
depressing
funny. I'm not
Tyler
sure that
Perry.
was funny. I wasn't laughing. Maybe did I miss something?
That red dress.
That was the. Okay, that's not appropriate.
All right.
Well,
Yeah, so that movie looks awesome. Cloud Atlas. What was her name? It's not Larry, right?
No, I forget.
is her?
Andy is still Andy. Cloud Atlas is the film that's coming up that's directed by the Wachowskis and Tom Tykwer or whatever his name is from Run Lola Run. But they're not brothers anymore. There's only one Wachowski brother now, and now there's a Wachowski
Sister.
surgically altered, sister.
yeah, the sex change. I totally forgot about that. Okay.
Yeah, she
what you're
looks
saying.
like you
Gender-
with
gender-
lipstick.
Yeah. Oh, nice. So successful.
Gender reassignment leads.
Is that what you're telling me?
Totally.
Gender reassignment.
Totally.
Yeah.
Gender reassignment.
APL, gender reassignment.
Okay, that's what it's called. Sorry.
Yeah, she went from an Audi to an innie. To put it in belly button terms.
Nice. Yeah.
So online there's a discussion with the directors, and then they released a monster 6-minute trailer.
Yeah.
I think because the movie just looks absolutely bananas. I've never read the book, but they mention in there that if they hadn't have gotten the blessing of the author, they would have just shit canned the whole thing. But he loved their script, and so I don't know. Let's read this.
Well, they're lunatics and they do
They are
crazy
lunatics.
things. I mean, I'm happy that there's somebody in Hollywood that's just gonna do a vision. I'm gonna do the crazy script. I don't care what it is. A speed racer.
Especially somebody who has the keys to the city. Like you
Right,
did Matrix, you can do whatever you want, and they're like,
Matrix
we're gonna make
Well, it's the only reason movies like Inception get made, where it's like Nolan's just a proven quantity, and he can come in and just kick around the studio guys and say, "No, we're doing this movie. I don't care that you don't understand it."
Yeah.
And I mean, without that, we'd be doing nothing but remakes.
All right, so this is what we've got here. An epic story of humankind in which the actions and consequences of our lives impact one another throughout the past, present, and future as one soul is shaped from a murder into a savior, and a single act of kindness ripples out for centuries to inspire. It sounds like the Wachowskis wrote this synopsis. Like, it makes no more sense than the trailer did.
It's pay it forward, but over
Some
history.
type of, like, reincarnation.
Without who's that little freaky kid?
oh,
Pay it forward.
Haley Joel Osment.
Haley Joel Osment.
Haley Joel, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, look at a picture. Everybody, look at a picture of him now.
Does he look the same?
Yeah, I mean, he's a freak. He's like
wow.
the Disney cloning experiments, like where the kids can't ever fully grow up.
Haley
like
Joel?
Macaulay,
You know who else
Macaulay
does?
Culkin and
Frankie Muniz looks the same.
Frankie Muniz.
Exactly
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
Elijah Wood, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
signed in
Elijah
with
Wood a
the
little
devil.
bit, but he still seems like an
grow
adult.
facial hair.
Looks like an adult.
Well, he froze at like 21. I feel like.
that's different.
Yeah.
He's
Very
65 though. He was born in the 30s. Survived the Depression. All right, the man with the iron fist.
That looks cool.
We
Yeah.
talked to RZA at Comic-Con actually, and Batista. Constant had an interview. One of the biggest dudes I've seen in person.
Batista.
He's not tall. He's
huge.
just. It looks like he's cut out of stone. Yeah, crazy. Anyway, this is RZA's kung fu movie, sort of grandfathered, I think, by Tarantino. Right? Tarantino's
Yeah, and
got
this
his
has been
name on
in
there.
the works for a long time. Actually, they released a demo trailer maybe 2 years ago, and it was just it looked very independent.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at that. But since then, it's really grown up under Tarantino's tutelage.
It looks a lot better. It even looks better
good.
now than the trailer looked. Like
Oh,
they've
yeah.
improved the blood effects. Look a lot less bullshit.
And they're going back to the same inspiration that they did a little bit for Kill Bill, which is sans the Western stuff, the spaghetti Western stuff, really going into the Seven Deadly Venoms and all the Hong Kong action and martial art films from the 70s.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what RZA's directing chops look like. See if he's got.
I'm gonna guess exceptional.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, the dude has got no shortage of kung fu movie experience to draw on.
Well, and then
He's seen just about all of them.
You know, there's going to be a good score. I mean, you're guaranteed.
Oh yeah,
You're gonna get a good soundtrack for sure.
Eli Roth, I
Yeah.
see in there as a co-writer. All right, so now you guys were telling me good stories about this next one, Lincoln, starring Daniel Day-Lewis.
Is that him on the poster?
That
No,
is
that's
him.
that's the statue.
No.
That's the Lincoln Memorial.
It looks like it.
That's not Daniel Day-Lewis. Okay, let's just get
I
that
can't.
straight.
That is crazy.
Well, maybe it is
No,
because
no,
Daniel
it totally
Day-Lewis is the only one who would surgically have Lincoln's face placed onto his permanently for a role.
He would.
I think so. This is a Spielberg flick, and it's about George Washington. No, it's about Abraham Lincoln, obviously, and
Yeah.
the stories that are coming out of this are crazy.
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis, obviously,
In character for 6 months.
Yeah.
Where they had to call him Mr.
Yeah, on
President.
set, Spielberg would refer to him as Mr. President.
I mean, he's freaking lunatic.
Yeah.
Like Scanners level lunatic.
awesome.
Yeah.
And I mean, the thing it's just nuts. The other thing is Spielberg. This is the project for Spielberg because he can't really do any wrong at this point. As far as the studio sees him, he's the golden boy. He always has been. But this is the project that if he doesn't do this right, if he doesn't do Lincoln, the story of Lincoln, right? Save for Jesus Christ. This is one of our most cherished stories and personalities. If he can't do that right, that's the only way that he can get a blemish, as far as I'm concerned.
Who did they cast as the lead vampire in this one though?
Yeah, that's a good question.
The same guys.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's the
I was going to say
sequel?
this. My dad is the biggest Lincoln buff I know. He owns over 400 books on Lincoln, which is
wow.
bizarre in of itself. He just reads Lincoln biographies. He finds
Really?
everything under the sun.
Were you Lincoln as a?
really awkward?
Is this where the
As a
beard
kid
comes
for-
from?
Yeah, this is exactly. I can maybe
I'm Lincoln.
Is your middle name Lincoln?
I want to garner my dad's
I'm
love
Lincoln too,
somehow,
Daddy.
and this is how I do it. Yeah.
That's what the L's for.
I made
Get it.
Pelham Lincoln. So
Anyway, I'm excited about
Okay, so
this one.
6 months prior to shooting, Daniel Day-Lewis is in character as Abraham Lincoln. That means he's at Ralph's, going "I would like a parcel of apples, my good woman." And the woman at Ralph's is like, "What the fuck are you?"
Why is Abraham Lincoln here?
Shave your face, you fucking hobo.
Well, yeah, you-
score and 7 plastic bags ago.
And there's no way that she's going to be able to recognize him as Daniel Day-Lewis.
No.
No, it doesn't. I mean, if that's
He's too-
That
he's
is,
a character.
that is some guy that looks remarkably like Lincoln who also thinks he
That's
is Lincoln.
got it.
Lincoln,
That's
that's
CG.
crazy.
That's bullshit.
That's crazy.
I call bullshit Daniel Day-Lewis.
I mean, maybe they have prosthetics on. I'm assuming some. I don't know.
I think he
That's
literally
crazy.
did like pulled a Nick Cage face off and
Yeah.
just had his Lincoln's
With-
face stitched
With
on.
the rotten corpse of Lincoln's face.
He went and got the original
Yeah,
Lincoln
yeah.
skin that they still have
The-
somewhere.
Yeah.
At
the
night,
beef
he just
jerky of his
massages
face.
it in hopes that it melds with his own flesh.
Yeah.
That's why he was.
Oh boy.
Yep, you heard it here first.
Wow.
That's right.
All these facts about the production of
Lincoln,
Lincoln.
go see
Very
it.
true.
All right, so we have a few more movies and a couple games to go. We're gonna take a quick break, though. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Let's
Yeah.
take a quick break. All right.
Let's do it.
Don't you go nowhere. We got a bunch of hot titles coming up. Oh, you motherfuckers tucked in your beds. Just so cute. Oh my god. He's like, aren't they cute, ABL? Aren't they cute?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I could
agree with
hear what you're
everything I said. Call me Mr. President, motherfucker. Going off air. We'll see you guys right after message from our sponsors.
All right. So I thought on the break we could take a stroll down memory lane. Tony Scott memory lane. Yeah.
Yeah.
May he rest in peace. All right, so let's start. You guys are film buffs. I'm a fucking huge Tony Scott fan. All right, so real quick, because we don't have too long on break, right? Let's go down some of his hits.
Yeah.
Well, first off the top of your head, favorite Tony Scott movies. I know mine.
Top Gun.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Top Gun.
I mean,
is
Top
gonna
Gun.
be
I
the
mean,
one
all the
comes to mind.
Mine was actually Spy Game. I fucking
Spy
love
Game's
Spy
great.
Game.
Spy Game is a
yeah,
great
Spy Game
movie.
is a
is
good
good.
movie.
Yeah, Days of Thunder.
Yeah. Days of
Yep,
Thunder.
and
on
also
Fire?
another one of my favorites was Last Boy Scout because I'm a Shane Black fan.
Yeah.
And I like that sort of. I love that '90s, late '80s action.
Fuck
Yeah,
every,
are you a
fuck
Shane
every
Black,
third word.
like super nerd? Because I kind of get that vibe from you. I get that vibe.
I have seen him in several Q&As. Absolutely. So, okay, here we go. Tony Scott.
Okay.
Listen to his fucking 90s list. 1990. Well, I mean, we can even go back to 86, Top Gun, but then Beverly Hills Cop 2. 1990, Days of Thunder, Last Boy Scout, True Romance, Crimson Tide,
Jesus.
The Fan, Enemy of the State. Spy Game is 2001. That's 10 years.
I forgot that he did Crimson Tide. I've seen that film
yeah,
like
yeah,
20
yeah.
times.
Beast.
Enemy of the State's the one Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the run.
Yeah.
The movie that we still see a movie exactly like
Yes.
every year.
Every year
You
was
see
Enemy of the State. Yeah.
Something where a guy's getting tracked by satellites. That's
Where they could take the
CG's
still
better.
image of the film and be like, and
Yeah.
bullet time it somehow. Like,
Yeah, you can move around. They did that in. I was watching Blade Runner.
Blade
the other
Runner,
day.
yeah.
They did that in Blade
Enhance.
Runner. You go
Enhance.
and you go around the corner.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
10 seconds? 20. Holy shit. All right, 2000, Spy Game, one of my favorites. I also loved Man on Fire.
Oh, awesome.
Domino. Now we're getting sort of closer into suicide territory.
Oh my god. Wow.
Deja Vu.
Yeah, Deja Vu is what did it.
Yeah, I think
Then the remake of Taking of Pelham, and then Unstoppable. All right, well,
True Romance is great though.
True Romance.
I don't think we need to see the note.
And we're back talking about the awesome movies that coming out this fall. Standing with my esteemed panel. Welcome back, all you chicken opiate lives. We enjoyed those commercials we just left you with. Nothing happened here except we just shit on the memory of Tony Scott for about 5 minutes. Let's get on to the next movie.
Skyfall. God damn it, Rob. I fucking forgot about this trailer till you linked it.
Yeah,
This trailer
a great
is
trailer.
so hot.
it is.
It's intense.
I love the Bond trailers get more and more like dramatic as they go, because now it's like it'll show pictures of him like turning with his gun, like bleeding, and the orchestra's like "Bam!" and then like motorcycle
Yeah.
"Bam!" You're like
Yeah.
you're like, yes, I'm being beat up by fucking cellos. I love it. No, this trailer's dope. His whole like jump into the train and then be like, I'm playing James Bond.
Cufflink.
Yeah.
So Sam Mendes of Road to Perdition.
Salmon does.
Yeah.
Salmon does?
Salmon does.
Salmon does, yeah. American
Does?
Beauty, you know.
Salmon does.
Now this is he's not an action dude, and normally when I see these drama
But he just went through a
dudes-
terrible divorce.
Okay,
So,
then there you go. There you go.
so yeah,
Makes
so I
sense.
think he understands pain and suffering.
Yeah.
How do you know all this shit, James?
Dude, yeah, wow.
Wow.
You are.
You got your
That's
ear to the
incredible.
ground, your finger
Yeah.
on the pulse.
Well, I
your
did
hands
produce
wrapped
ETC
around the
for a
dick of
year.
Hollywood.
That's true. He did produce
so you had
ETC
to
for a
be
year, so
all
that goes a long way.
Okay,
So.
all right.
No, that
All
actually
right.
I gained no knowledge from doing that.
But you gained a lifetime friendship with Caleb.
Great.
And then the trailer reveals like a freakish blonde Javier Bardem who,
Plays such a good bad guy, right?
who
Such a good
I
bad
mean,
guy.
no question.
Just the image of him in that, I didn't even recognize who it was at first. I was like, who is that guy who got like a chemical burn on his face?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, he looks like a halibut, like a fucking weird bottom-feeding fish.
Yeah, like that guy in RoboCop that comes out. The melting guy who then got cast in The Blob as a melting guy.
So wait, what's
There you
the?
go. Yeah.
Let me read this because the synopsis in the trailer isn't clear. All right. After an operation in Istanbul ends in disaster, Bond is missing, presumed to be dead. The identities of every active MI6 agent are leaked onto the internet. Whoops. Sounds like a PlayStation Network, like they were storing all their agents on PSN.
Well, all the information was stored on the PlayStation.
It's just-
Network. That's the
okay.
result.
They tweeted them out one at a time.
Yeah.
Are you following this leak?
Follow at MI6 on Twitter. They're all
Leaked to MI6. Leaked. Thanks,
M,
Lulsec.
who is the Dame What's Her Face, right? Becomes subject of a government review over her handling of the situation. Wait, does this sound sort of like Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol?
No. What?
No.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
like,
Kind of does.
damn it. The Bourne.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right.
It's
Whatever,
it's
fuck it.
the same spy plot we've had for the last 10
Yeah.
years.
You've been
Yeah.
disavowed, and now you have to go make everything.
Yeah,
okay.
I imagine
Also-
there'll be a satellite shot as well.
Also, meet
for sure.
Q. Meet young Q.
Oh, yeah, I
Young-
saw he's in the
young
trailer.
child hacker inventor Q.
Yeah. We'll see how that
I don't
goes.
know how it's gonna fly. But
Yeah. I like the old like weird.
Yeah.
He doesn't have it all together, you
He's
know.
got dementia.
Check out this.
Q.
He like almost kills Bond
Yeah.
every 5 seconds or
Yeah.
something.
So I'm hoping this next one's a troll. This is not for real, right?
Yeah. Well, this
Next
was on
the
James' list, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This
thanks,
was on my
Jonathan.
list.
As a
Hold
joke.
on.
Okay.
The Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn Part 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was good.
I didn't think it could get any gayer, but you managed to.
I did it.
What number is this then?
Part 2. So I think
Part
it's
2
5,
of Breaking
4?
Dawn.
Is it 4 or 5?
I haven't. Can I say something proud? Has anyone here watched?
I'm not a single one.
You haven't watched? Okay, good. We're on the same.
I watched
Okay.
2. I've seen 2.
Yeah.
Okay, I've not seen any.
I saw
I've avoided.
the third one.
And I have a wife, and she's watched them all, so I dodged that shit like pretty.
Yeah,
d-
well
d-
done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
mad
talking about.
props. I couldn't. I was like
Yeah.
Neo before he knew how to do the bullet time. Like, not fast enough.
Yeah, I saw the third one in the best way possible, which is that these little kids came in while I was watching it, and they're all like 5 to 12 years old.
Yeah.
And they came in late. It was like a Sunday at like 10 p.m.
Okay.
And these like 10 little kids run in. And then
Yeah,
they just,
there
and
we
we're
go.
watching it, and they're getting rowdy, and they just start making fart noises during all the most intense portions.
nice.
Yeah, Kristen Stewart's staring at Edward or whatever, you know.
And they were wearing Respawn
And-
T-shirts.
yeah. And then you just hear this.
And one of them was 6'4" tall.
Yeah. Mr. Sark.
Yeah. What am I saying? That would have been how that went. Dude, I love mouth farting in
God.
shitty movies. Love it. I have it down to a science.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Life of Pi. I saw my wife reading this book.
Yeah.
She told me about it, and I was like, sorry, the tiger would have eaten him. That book should be a pamphlet. But this is Ang Lee, and the short version is this kid, Pi, survives a shipwreck and ends up adrift with a tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's a story of, you learn a lot when
And
you're
an
adrift with a
orangutan,
tiger,
hyena, and a
apparently.
wounded
Does he
zebra.
then
apparently.
survive by eating the tiger meat?
Oh.
No, I think they become lifelong friends and survive on
lovers.
each other's spiritual. Fuck, who knows?
Yeah. I thought I could be wrong, but I thought M. Night Shyamalan was directing this originally, or no, a
not
version
sure.
of this. I could be wrong.
I'm not sure. I know
don't
it's
know.
been in the
That's a
works
big shift.
forever.
M. Night
Yeah,
Shyamalan, Ang Lee,
I
that's a
thought
big,
he had
that's
his
a very
hand in it
different
for
take.
a little while, but
Yeah.
whatever.
The
Night
M.
Shyamalan
Night
can take his hands
Shyamalan
off
version
everything.
is the kid is adrift, and at the end you find out he is the tiger. That's M. Night's.
That's right.
All right, next up, Hobbit. Obviously, we almost don't even need to mention it.
Right.
Although it's 3 parts now. Is that the?
Yeah.
It's 3 parts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maximum profit potential.
Yeah.
Right.
So by the end
sense.
of the first movie, we should be leaving Bilbo's kitchen, right? Like the dwarves will have finished washing his dishes.
Yeah, how are they gonna? Wow, yeah,
And they'll be like, and here we go on an adventure.
That book
Credits.
is a little
Yeah, and
slow.
it's shot in 48 frames
Yeah.
per second, which everybody who doesn't know their shit got upset about. They were like, "Oh, it looks like a soap opera and everything." But the reason he did it is because when you're 3D, you split the light, and so from the thing, so you get half the light in each eye, and you get a headache from it. So they shoot at 48, doubling the light, and then when you project it, it's back to 24 per eye.
I am so glad he is here right now.
Because otherwise, everybody gave him shit for that.
Yeah.
But the problem is, no one saw it in 3D yet, which is when they split the light back to 24.
Right.
I like that somebody's like, you should. How many frames
How
per
many
second
frames?
did you shoot this
48?
movie
How
at?
dare you, sir?
Well, then all
Beckett,
these internet,
Beckett.
these vloggers, these guys, everybody had something to say about it. Damn it! And it's like, you think Peter Jackson doesn't know what he's fucking doing?
for a little while.
He's got a $400 million budget and all these. I mean, come on, Dead Alive. Are you kidding me? You stupid
Somehow the
vlogger?
cameras
Yeah,
just skipped his
I'm
mind.
down. 48's fine. 40, 49,
sorry.
50.
Yeah.
You lose me.
Not acceptable.
Right.
Too far.
Next up, Django Unchained.
Yeah, that looks.
Yeah,
this looks
another
fucking
guy who
awesome.
knows what he's doing.
I had a
Quentin
chance to
Tarantino.
stand in a line and wait to interview them and then have them get busy and never talk to me at Comic Con.
Is that gonna-
Yes, that was fascinating.
Is that going to take your enjoyment of the movie or no?
No, it's still going to be awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
This is Quentin's. This is sort of an homage. This is like his spaghetti western homage. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, seems like
this
it.
isn't really Django.
He's never really done a spaghetti western.
Right,
So I
yeah.
mean, maybe Kill Bill 2 was the closest it's come for him. And this is kind of weird. It's a gothic southern story, revenge story. So
Because Django is something to like. Django's something different. It's
Right.
like the Italian gunslinger dragging a coffin
Yeah.
around behind him.
Right,
and all that
right,
shit.
right, right,
This
right.
is just sort of a nod. But
Yeah.
it's gonna be. I mean, his fucking casts. People just are
phenomenal.
lining up to be in his movies. So we
Yeah,
got
yeah.
Jamie
Christoph
Foxx,
Waltz.
Christoph
Yeah.
Waltz.
Yeah.
Oh, I did
DiCaprio.
talk to Chris. No, I didn't. Actually, he came up to me and they were like, "You have to share your interview with Mr. Waltz." I'm like, "Okay." With the next person, like the next journalist in line, is a German outlet. So they're just
know.
like Sprechen Sie Deutsching, and I'm just like,
can't
oh
even
my
get a
god,
word in.
oh my god, this is a Django disaster. Okay, you're welcome for this next one, Battle of the Year 3D.
Well,
Yeah,
dubstep
man.
dancing. I don't understand. When did dancing become the highest possible level of human inspiration and aspiration? I mean, every single one of these, it's like, we're fucking throwing down. It's greater than war.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? It's dancing. Give me a fucking break. All you're doing is dancing.
I'm suddenly not happy he's here anymore.
Very upset with
Oh,
that.
sorry.
quick.
Sorry.
Nope.
not
He
dancing.
loves dancing.
I love dance movies. I love them. I go and I like try and learn the moves. Like I'm in the parking lot, like. All right, we're hauling ass now. This
Yeah, we gotta-
we're gotta wrap
really
it up.
gotta haul
All right,
for the games.
Ready for fast speed?
Yeah.
Last stand.
Yeah.
Again, you're welcome. Arnold Schwarzenegger, small time sheriff, coming back. Got to defend his
Yes,
town
I saw the
against
trailer for that. It looks
Call
cool.
me sheriff.
Yeah, how do you
applauding
feel,
that.
Sheriff?
Yeah.
Old. That's the only line I remember from the. Whatever, it's Schwarzenegger. I'm totally in. Bullet to the head.
Another
Again,
comeback.
You're
Another
welcome.
one.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
Stallone.
It looks
Yeah.
cool.
Stallone shooting people. And he's with. Directed by Walter Hill. I didn't even see that.
Wait, Kristen Slater.
Christian Slater.
So Bullet to the Head is Sly as a hitman, and he teams up with Sung Kang. I forget what I saw him in, but he's an Asian dude, and this sort of looks like a gritty version of Rush Hour. Like it's Stallone, and then
Yeah.
he doesn't understand his Asian partner, and the Asian partner is always
Clearly
like,
doesn't understand
You
Stallone.
can't just
'cause
kill
who can
people.
understand Stallone at this point.
Yeah,
Jason Momoa We got Jason Momoa from Game of Thrones and Conan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. It looks cool.
Conan.
Fun fact: when we were I was seeing the Expendables opening night, and we were in the theater, and both these trailers came on for the Schwarzenegger movie and this one. I'm already forgetting the titles. Bullet to the Head and The Last Stand, and people were they got rounding applause for both of those.
Oh, yeah?
in the theater, people were
Yeah.
pumped to see. So I don't know. We'll see how they do. People were excited to see them back, and back on the big screen. So.
All right. Well, it looks like that's about it. I think that's job well done, gentlemen. That is a lot of solid movies. Some of those may be peeking into the beginning of 2013, but fuck it, whatever. Yeah, a lot of anticipated films here. GG's.
Yeah.
What's your top flick? Would you say right now?
Top flick.
Yeah, on this list.
On this list. I'm probably most excited for The Hobbit. I'm really excited to see that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's close.
Yeah.
It's close. But
there's a couple.
The Master, Lincoln, and The Hobbit, just from anticipation.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely anticipation.
Right.
I mean, Nick Cage has always got my money.
Stolen? That's not going to make anybody's list? God, you guys suck. Rob, what do you think?
I gotta go based off the trailer with Skyfall.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm jumping
The
onto
Bond-
Rob's
the
list.
Bond
Skyfall. God, that trailer looks hot. All right, we're going to wrap this thing up. Are you guys good to go?
Thanks for coming on, you motherfuckers. All you cheaties, thanks for listening. Make sure you get out to the theater and watch every one of these movies. We weren't sponsored by any of them, so we won't make any money off your ticket. Buy yourself some popcorn, support your local film-going experience. God, I love the smell of popcorn. Who's with me on that?
Yeah, I love popcorn. Yeah.
Sweet, we're going off air on that note.
Is this where we breathe heavy into the
I
microphone?
think we're off air now. Well, we're still on.
Are we
Sorry.
still live?
I like gummy bears and red vines too. Slurpees, I like to go 50-50 on whatever flavors I see tumbling around in that little machine. If they got Jamaica, count me in. Peace out. Thanks for listening to Radio Respawn.